line arguments. Okay, so today we will learn how we can write a programs using command line arguments. So to the first program I have taken here is how can we add two numbers using command line argument. So let's check how can we write a program using command line arguments. For that, what we have to do, we have to simply this one close, simply open the notepad. Okay, simply write here public class, that a class name, simply write public class. The class name you can write it anything. So I'm writing here the class name to be as program command line argument, command, simply writing program command line. Okay, so I'm naming it this one, then I'm writing as public. Okay, add a command line, add, I'm writing here to be add. Okay, then write public static void main. Okay, then string args. Okay, then this is the array of strings. Then simply I will take the first argument to be the first value and the second argument to be the second value for the addition. Okay, so the first argument will be obviously args of 0 and the second argument will be args of 1. So simply if I write system dot out dot print ln. Okay, the result is summation is. So if I write in bracket args of 0, that is the first argument I will place, and the addition of second arguments, that is args of 1, this will do the addition. Okay, but there is a problem. I will discuss that particular program. First save the program. Okay, I will save the program using this particular class name. So for place saving this one, I will write saved it is here as saved dot java, then simply put this, saved it. Okay, then I'm writing command line argument. So let's compile this one. Open command prompt, that is cmd, go to command prompt, then go to particular place where you have placed the program. I have placed in C drive, so I will go to cd, then I will go to programs, java programs. Okay, then java c compilation, then the program name here is I'm writing as a program command line arguments dot command line add. So let's compile it and check where what will be the if there is any error, the error will come out, otherwise it will execute, get executed. Okay, so there is no error. So for executing the program, what we have to write, we have to write java, then the program name, then we will place the values, place the arguments. So here I'm taking two values, so I'm taking 15 and 56. So these are the two values I am taking. So result should come as the 1556. It is getting concatenation, it is not getting added. Why? Because initially the arguments, whatever arguments we place it args of zeros, it is in the form of string, so they get concatenated, they don't get added. So for getting added, what we have to do, we have to convert this particular value, and this particular value, that is the argument 0 and argument 1, we have to make it into integer type. For that, simply what we have to write, before this one we have to write integer dot parse int. Okay, integer dot parse int, then the first argument get converted into integer type. Similarly I will do for the second type, integer dot parse int, get it to the second value. Okay, and the second value is this one. Done. So now saved it, save the program. There is any error, the error will come out, otherwise. So here for this bracket, this is two bracket, then this is for this, and this is for integer type, and this is okay, fine. Let's compile it, recompile it. For recompilation, simply write javasc file name dot java. Okay, press enter. If there is an error, the error will come out. There is no error, then I will simply execute the program. For simply executing the program, java program command line, and 1556. So if I press enter, what happened, the result is coming to be a 71, which is correct. Okay, which is getting added. Now why it is getting added? Because we have converted to integer type. Initially it is in the string format, fine, but I want to make it the program a little bit easier. Okay, so simply this particular part args of 1, that is the first argument, I am cutting this one and I am placing it in a variable. I am taking three variables in a comma b comma c, three variables. The first argument will be stored in a, so I am writing the first argument as this one. Okay, this is the first argument, fine. Similarly, for the second argument. Okay, so I'm deleting this particular part. So second argument, obviously the second argument will look args of 1. So I will write, and I will store that particular value in b. So here it will be 1. That means the first value will be args of 0 and the second value is args of 1. And I will store the result. Whatever the result is, I will store in third variable, that is c. That is a plus of b. Put a semicolon. Now here I want to print the result in c variable. So I will write summation is, the variable name is c. The result is stored in c. So simply writing this program, save the program. Okay, save the program. This is very important. After every modification you have to save the program and recompile the program. So I am recompiling the program. Okay, that is java c. Okay, no error is there. Now execute it, and 1556, the result should be the 71. So the summation is 71. So this, in this way the program will looks better. Okay, that's why I have written like this. So this is the first program to add two numbers using command line arguments. Fine. So hopefully you have understood this one. Now take the second way, second programs. So this is the first program. So whatever program I have just explained you, I have written here also, so you can go through it. Compile, only the name, class name is different, that doesn't matter. Okay, you can name it anything. And for compilation you write java c, then file name dot java. And for running the program, simply write java, then the file name without extension, and give the two arguments, that is the first values a and b, and you will get the result. Fine. Then next takes the second programs, where we will find the average, sum, minimum and maximum of n values using command line arguments. So let's check how can we do this particular program. Again, open a notepad. Okay, write public class. Okay, and name it as program command line. I'm simply writing as program command line. Okay, program command line. Then I will write the main function, public static void main. So simply write string args. Okay. Now since I have to take the summation, first I will take the summation. So I will take the variable in sum and initializing it to be 0. And I will take a another variable, that is I, that is also initialized to be 0, which I will use in my incrementation. Okay. So here I have to take the arguments. How many numbers of argument, it is not fixed. Okay. Now how many numbers of arguments that I will store in a variable, I will name it a variable as n. So n. Now n will be the length of the string, so I have to write n. Now what is the arguments? The argument name is args. So simply I will write args dot length. It will give us the length of the string. Suppose the arguments are 7 argument, it will give us 7, n value will be 7. If we are giving arguments, number of arguments to be 12, it will give us 12. Okay, n value will be 12. Now I am taking the while loop. Okay, you can take any loop. I am taking the while loop. So I have initialized I to be 0. So I am taking n less than n till all the arguments are verified. So what we have to do? We have to sum it. Initially sum is equal to sum plus of whatever the arguments, that is args of I, whatever the values are this. But only the thing is that we have to convert this into integer type. Otherwise it will not get added. Okay, integer dot parse int. Fine. Okay, fine. Then what we have to do? We have to increment the values. Then what we have to increment? I have to increment the values of I. So I am writing I plus plus. Fine. Now everything is done. Now the result is stored. The summation result is stored in the variable sum. The variable sum is storing the variable result. So what we have to write? We have to write a print statement, that is system dot out dot println. The summation is, so simply the variable I am storing here is sum. So simply write sum and put a semicolon. Okay. Now end the program. Okay. Now save the program using this command line. Okay. Uh, Save it. Okay. And write dot java. Simply write dot java. Program command line. Simply program command line. Fine. Now go to that particular point. Clear the screen. Okay. Write java c The program name is program command line. So this is our program command line dot java. Fine. Now compile it. If there is any error, the error will come out. Otherwise it will get executed. Now let's see one error is there. Here it is written as integer. So here the spelling is integer, integer, integer dot percent. So we have to be little bit careful while writing this. Okay. Now there is no error. So for running the program, simply write java and the program, then give the number of arguments you want to place. Suppose I am giving the arguments to be 15, 45 to 0, 78. So again one values I am taking 18. Okay, I am taking the values, total values to be here 6 values. Let's say the summation result. The summation result is coming to be 158. Let's verify whether the summation is correct or not. So calculate a calculator. 15 plus then 45 plus 2 plus 0 plus 78 plus 18. So the result is come to be 158, which is correct. That means the summation result is correct for this particular program. Fine. Now the program is not yet completed because we have to find a summation then average. Now how we can find out the average? For finding the average, obviously we need a variable. So I'm taking the variable to be of double type because it will be of floating point value. So I'm taking the number to be avg of double type, and I will write how we can calculate average. Sum divided by n, but the result will not be correct. Let's check first. I will tell you why the result is not correct if I write this one. But the formula is correct. It is not that the calculating average is of in a different way. Summation divided by numbers of arguments. No, that is correct. But the result is little bit what you say incorrect. I will tell you why it is incorrect. AVG. Okay. Then I will write average. AVE array g average is simply. Now what double value is average, then recompile it. I am clearing the screen and recompilation it. So recompilation, if there is an error, the error will come out. So there is no error, and for running the program I am placing this particular value. Okay. Now see here the result, summation result is 158, but and the number of values are 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if I divide it by 6, 158 divided by 6, the result will be 26.333, but only we are getting 26.0. Why we are getting this one? Because let's go to the our program. Here what happened, the average we have calculated is of double type. Okay, and the summation is of integer type, and n is of integer type. What we have to do, we have to do typecasting. For typecasting, what we have to write, we have to simply write a double before the number, that is summation will get it into double type, and here also double, and write is simply writing n. Now saved it. Okay. Okay, and recompile the program. Okay, there is no error. Run the program. Now simply see 26.333, which is correct now. 26.333. Initially we are getting 26.0, which is incorrect, only because we are not doing the typecasting. Here we have done the typecasting. Now for our program we have calculated the summation and the average. And next we have to find minimum and maximum of n values. Now how we can calculate the minimum and max values? For that, what happen, we have to first write variable. One variable I'm taking to be as minimum value, and we are giving the minimum value to be of the first argument, that is args of 0 is the first argument, is the minimum value. So obviously we have to write integer dot first int, because we need to convert it into integer whatever calculation we do it. Now the minimum value is of the first argument. Okay, then we are declaring on one variable. Suppose I have already taken I am taking j and initializing it to be 1, because the first argument has already been taken. We will compare the minimum value with the second value, second argument, that is what, the j is equal to 1. That's why I'm taking the j is equal to 1. So while j is less than n, that means all the values, all the arguments are been checked. Okay, while loop, within that while loop, what we will write, if statement. If what we will check, minimum, whatever minimum we have taken is greater than the second value. What second value is there? The second value is, copy this particular line. Okay, what is the second value? The second value is nothing but the j value, that is j will be 1, that is args of 1, comparing with the second value. Okay, fine. After that, what if this is the case? The minimum value is the second value, then what happened, the minimum value will get converted. What happened, the minimum value will be mean will be equal to now integer dot percent. This will be the minimum value, the new minimum value will be this one. And put a semicolon. Okay, here one bracket is needed. Okay, fine. So this is the minimum value now, and we have to increment the j values. After the if statement, we will increment the j values, that is the second value, comparing with the second values. Now we have incremented it. Okay, now after that, what happened, we have calculated the minimum value. This part is for minimum values, but we want to print the result. Okay, for printing the result, what we have to write, system.out.println to check what is the minimum value. So write this one. So I will write minimum value is, okay, what is the minimum value, what is the variable, the variable is mean, so I am storing as mean. Save it. Okay, now clear the screen first. Okay, and compilation, recompilation, if there is any error, no need to worry. If there is any error is only give us an opportunity to learn. So, okay, so don't afraid of any errors. So here one error is there. What is written as system.out.println. Here I have put in a comma. Okay, so you should not put a comma here. It's my mistake. We should not put comma. Now save the program. Okay, now again clear the screen first. Okay, now recompile it. Okay, Java C program. Now the program is okay. Okay, fine. Then give the values, whatever values are there. So for giving the values, so I am writing here the values to be Java C, then I will give the arguments 15, then 78, then 0, 26, 45, and I am giving 21. Or these are the particular values. So, and how many values I have given? 6 values. Okay. So the result is minimum value. The minimum value here we have calculated to be 0. Here the minimum value is 0. That's why the minimum value is 0. Okay, and the summation result, the summation, if I summation it, I will get 85, and the average value of this particular value is 30 point something something. Oh, this is the minimum value. If I replace that particular 0 with a minimum number, suppose I am taking to be as 3, then again compile it, then here the minimum value is 3 here, and we can write it any name, minimum numbers. So this is the minimum numbers, how we can calculate the minimum numbers. Similarly, we can calculate the max number also. Simply copy this particular part. This part is for minimum numbers, so simply copy this particular part. Okay, then put enter. Okay, then go down and simply put paste it. Okay, now what happened, after calculating the minimum values, what happened, we have to simply make it max. That is, the first argument is the maximum value. Okay, and I am simply replacing it to be j to be k. So here also I will write another variable, k is equal to 1. Fine, k is equal to 1. Then here simply I will replace it to be k. Here it will be k, and it will be k plus plus. It will be k plus plus, and here it is the maximum value, since maximum value, maximum value is here, it will be stored as max, because the variable is stored in max. Okay, so here also it will be max, but it is not greater, it should be less than the next value. So if max is less, then what happened, the max will get converted into another max. Okay, this is the way how we can do it. Let's take it, save the program. Okay, recompile it. I will first clear the screen. Okay, okay, first recompilation. Okay, recompilation. Okay, no error is there. Okay, I'm placing the same value here. Okay, then pressing the values. Okay, I'm getting the result, summation result to be as 185, and average value is to be 30.83333, and the minimum value here is 0, and the maximum value here is 78, which is correct. So we have done the program by using command line argument to find the average, sum, mean, and maximum of n numbers by using command line argument. So this is the program I have given here also. So this is the program which I have explained just right now. Okay, you can go through the program. This is the program, and after that, for compilation you have to write java seed and program name dot java, and for running the program, what we have to write, java program name, and give the number of argument as you wish. Okay, in this particular program, the summation result is coming to be 176, the average result is coming to be 29.333, and the minimum value is 0, and the maximum value is 78. You can give any values. It is not that whatever values I have given, you have to give the same values. You can give any values, and you can check the program. Fine. So this is the end of the today's program. Okay, Thank you very much. And if you like the program, then do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Thank you.